Welcome back to my channel. The 2026 Honda HR-V is one of those compact SUVs that doesn't shout for attention but earns it the moment you spend time behind the wheel. Honda has taken everything that worked from the previous generation and refined it into something that feels far more mature and capable. The design language is sharper, more confident, and distinctly modern, yet it still carries that friendly Honda charm. The front fascia features a wider grille with a mesh pattern that blends cleanly into sleek LED headlights, giving it a more upscale appearance. Subtle chrome touches and a lower, wider stance make it look sportier without losing its practical nature. The proportions are just right. Not too tall, not too bulky. Honda managed to strike that perfect crossover balance between hatchback agility and SUV presence. From the side, you'll notice a smoother shoulder line that runs all the way to the rear, where new C-shaped taillights stretch into the tailgate for a more dynamic look. The roofline slopes gently, giving the HR-V a coupe-like silhouette without cutting into rear headroom. It's not flashy, but it's clean, purposeful, and modern. Very Honda. Under the hood, the 2026 HR-V now offers a more refined powertrain lineup. The base model continues, with a naturally aspirated 2.0-litre four-cylinder engine delivering around 158 horsepower and 138 lb-ft of torque. It's not a speed demon, but it's responsive enough for daily driving and city cruising. However, the big news is the introduction of a hybrid variant, pairing a 1.5-litre engine with two electric motors for a combined output of around 181 horsepower. This system is borrowed from the Civic Hybrid, tuned for efficiency and smoother power delivery. It's quick off the line, quieter at low speeds, and gives the HR-V that extra punch it's been missing. The hybrid setup uses an e-CVT transmission that mimics gear changes naturally, avoiding the droning feel that old CVTs were criticized for. It's refined, efficient, and responsive, especially in sport mode, where throttle mapping becomes more aggressive. The standard gasoline version sticks with a continuously variable transmission as well, though even that has been improved to deliver smoother acceleration and better response when you push the pedal. Driving the 2026 HR-V feels composed and confident. The steering is precise, the ride quality is supple, and Honda's suspension tuning is spot on. It's built on the same platform as the Civic, which means it inherits that car's balance and agility. On city streets, it glides over bumps quietly. On twisty roads, it feels light and well-planted. There's a sense of refinement you don't often find in this segment. The hybrid version adds an even smoother edge, less vibration, more instant torque, and a calmer demeanor overall. Fuel efficiency, as expected, is impressive. The hybrid is rated around 45 mkmpg combined, while the non-hybrid sits closer to 32 mpg. For a crossover that can handle both city commutes and long highway drives, that's hard to beat. It's a car that doesn't punish you for wanting practicality. It rewards you with calmness and savings. Inside, the HR-V steps up its game in a big way. The cabin design feels lifted straight from the latest Civic and Accord, clean, minimalistic, and solidly built. A horizontal dash layout with a honeycomb mesh grille across the vents gives the interior a premium, uncluttered look. Soft-touch materials cover most of the upper surfaces, and the ergonomics are classic Honda. Every control falls exactly where you expect it. The seats are supportive and well-bolstered, offering comfort on both short trips and long hauls. Front and center sits a 10.2-inch digital instrument cluster paired with a 9-inch touchscreen for infotainment. The interface is crisp, responsive, and supports wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's even a wireless charging pad, multiple USB-C ports, and a new voice control system that actually works naturally. Higher trims bring in a Bose 12-speaker audio system, ambient lighting, and a panoramic sunroof that stretches nearly the full length of the roof. Space-wise, Honda continues to impress. The HR-V offers one of the roomiest cabins in its class. Rear legroom feels generous thanks to clever seat positioning, and the wide opening doors make getting in and out effortless. Cargo space is equally strong, 26 cubic feet with the rear seats up, expanding to over 55 when folded flat. The floor is low and wide, making it easy to load large items, and the seats fold in a single motion for a clean, flat surface. Honda's clever interior packaging continues to be one of its biggest strengths. On the road, the HR-V stays quiet. Road noise has been cut down significantly, and the cabin feels insulated even on coarse pavement. The hybrid is particularly silent in electric mode, gliding through traffic without a hint of engine noise. Visibility is excellent. Slim A-pillars, large windows, and perfectly positioned mirrors make maneuvering in tight spaces easy. The rear-view camera and optional 360-degree system help too, offering crisp visuals and parking guidance. Safety is one of the HR-V's strong points. Every trim comes standard with the Honda Sensing Suite, which includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, collision mitigation braking, road departure prevention, and traffic sign recognition. The radar and camera system has been upgraded for better detection in low light or bad weather conditions. Higher trims add blind spot monitoring, rear cross-traffic alert, and low-speed braking control, features that make driving stress-free, especially in busy city traffic. Performance-wise, the HR-V isn't trying to be sporty, but it feels lively enough to make daily drives engaging. The hybrid's instant torque helps with quick merges and overtakes, while the steering gives enough feedback to feel connected. The suspension absorbs imperfections gracefully, and body roll is well managed during corners. It's the kind of crossover that doesn't try too hard. It just gets everything right quietly. For those who live in regions with tough weather, all-wheel drive remains an option. The system can send power to the rear wheels automatically when it detects slip, and it's smart enough to engage preemptively in slippery or uneven conditions. Combined with the HR-V's ground clearance and stability control system, it's more than capable of handling light off-roading or snowy roads. Honda also focused on long-term comfort. The seats use a new foam structure to reduce fatigue on long trips, and even after hours of driving, they feel supportive. The cabin lighting, materials, and simple layout give it an air of calm, something you notice more the longer you drive. At the top of the lineup, the HR-V Touring Hybrid brings a subtle touch of luxury. You get leather upholstery, heated and ventilated seats, a digital rearview mirror, a power tailgate, and even an adaptive damper system that subtly adjusts ride comfort. It feels less like a compact SUV and more like a downsized CR-V, premium but easy to live. With that, pricing starts around $26,000 for the base LX and stretches to about $34,000. For the fully loaded hybrid Touring, it's competitive, especially considering how much refinement, tech, and comfort are baked in. And of course, it carries Honda's reputation for bulletproof reliability, making it a smart buy for anyone who values long-term ownership. The 2026 Honda HR-V doesn't scream for attention, but it earns respect through polish, practicality, and poise. It's not the flashiest SUV out there, but it's one of the most balanced, a car that fits seamlessly into your life, doing everything with quiet confidence. It's smart, efficient, and built to last, exactly what you'd expect from Honda, and just a little more refined than you might think. Thanks for watching. See you next video.